So Kate Martin is a player for the Laces. She was no longer plays for the Aces. She was a player for the Aces, and now after being signed by the Valkyries, she is now a player for the Laces. No more Aces. Welcome Laces. But Kate Martin here has spoke a little bit about Unrivaled. She spoke a little bit about how the how everything has worked and how the game plays, because that is a really, really important thing. And another thing when it comes to Kate Martin is, just like in the WNBA, how highly her teammates speak of her. Like, if you haven't seen, heard from Steph Dolson talking about how hard Kate Martin is working. She's definitely a workhorse. She comes in and gets her work done. She shoots longer than most. Dolson joked it's because they're all old, and said Martin is a really easy teammate to have. And that's the thing, where whether it be Caitlin Clark or honestly any of these other players, like Caitlin Clark, A'ja Wilson, every great player that's played with Kate Martin loves Kate Martin as a teammate, because she does all the little things. Like, there's a reason why they called her the glue, is that she is a glue player. She might just be on... I think she could have a 10-year W career if she wants it, to be honest. But, yeah, so, when talking about the league, this is what she has said. She was saying, it's very fun. You get exposed very quick on the defensive end if you're even 1 or 2 steps behind. It feels like a childlike joy and love for the game. And that's the reality of the situation when it comes to Kate Martin. And the game itself, to be honest. Like, you can hear Coach speaking about her greatly. But it is about speed. It's about pace. And it is about being able to be almost playing at that relentless speed. Because if you're not playing at a relentless pace, someone else is going to, especially with the spacing on the court.
Kate Martin, a high energy, younger player, the rookie of our group, right? The youngest player. She brings a joy and a sense of fun to our group. Aside from all that, the high level quality character that she is, she brings a high level shooting ability to our floor as well.
Like, it is going to be an interesting one when we see Kate Martin play. Because I think Kate Martin's going to be a good player in this league. Because what height is she? 5'11", 6 foot maybe. And with the Laces team, for me, it's between her and Tiffany Hayes really for a lot of those kind of bench minutes. Because obviously they're not playing today. They don't play till tomorrow. But this game right here, it's actually, the mad thing is, the fact that it's on YouTube is great for me. I was worried it's on YouTube, which is unreal. But if you look, obviously the best players on this team are Jackie Young, Kayle McBride, and Alyssa Thomas. That's going to be probably their starting 3. Jackie Young, McBride, and AT. I think it's going to be between the 2 Aces players in terms of who's going to really play those bench minutes. And you've got half-court 3-on-3 experience in Tiffany Hayes playing for Azerbaijan in the Olympics last year. And you've got Kate Martin. But I think when it comes to it, the sprinting up and down is where Kate Martin is going to thrive. And I think it's where you can even hear the players talking about it. You're seeing it from everything. And I'm not going to lie, from the second this was announced, if you've heard anything I've said, whoever runs up and down the fastest will win. Because we all know in basketball, if one team plays at a relentless pace and the other team can't keep up, it's it's hard to do. And I play in Ireland. I play basketball in Ireland, where not every single court is regulation size. We have some courts that get built too big and they're NBA courts, and we've got other courts that are tiny courts. And maybe it's like that in America too. But there are everybody knows, if you are playing against a running team, if you can choose your court, you put them on the small court, because the less space they have to run. And on a big court, a running team will just run you out of the gym. And that's what Unrivaled is. That's what Unrivaled is going to be. It is going to be a league where you can run teams out of the gym. And I foresee I think the Aces are going to be, or the Laces are going to be a team that, one of the few teams that are at no risk of getting ran out of the gym. Unless, of course, in the Steph Dolson minutes, they're at no risk. I think Tiffany Hayes, Kate Martin, all these players. all of these players are at the level, and I think at the stamina level, that they're going to be able to sprint up and down for quite a lot of time. Because I do think there are teams that are going to really struggle. And I still think the best team in the entire league is going to be the I think the vinyl death lineup. I'll stand by this. Arike, Ray Burrell, Ryan Howard. I think the vinyl death lineup is going to go and win this whole thing. And people are like, oh, we've never seen this before. We've never seen these games before. No, we have. Like, surely a lot of us have played 3-on-3 for full court 3-on-3 for conditioning. Or when you play on a small court so that people can actually run the spacing, you play 4-on-4. Or if you play 4-on-4 full court, how much more tiring it is. And now, obviously, it's the case, like, the sprinting is a thing. And, like, the Lunarels are in good... The Lunarels might be... If everyone stays healthy, they might be the best running team in this. The Phantom, I think, might struggle because I don't think Katie Lewis will be fast. I think Griner is going to really struggle. I think there are a lot of players, in fairness, that are going to struggle. I think the Rose... It's funny, the Rose are ranked as the worst team. I actually don't think they are because I think Brittany Sykes... Kat Copper and Angel Reese lineup is actually a good lineup. And I think Lexi Hull is a good bench player. I just don't think Chelsea Gray or Azare are going to be good options there. But it's funny, people are talking about the Rose and they're like, oh, it's disrespecting Angel. I'm like, man, I think Angel might be the second best player on that team. That's not a great sign. That's not a great thing if she's the second best. I think she's good, but like, she's probably the second best player on that team. That's a not ideal situation for a team like that. But yeah, it is interesting to see because we've got players, we have footage to basically confirm that this is going to be a lot of running. There's going to be a hell of a lot of running in this. And if you cannot keep up, you're just not going to be able to do it. Like, if you are not able to keep up in Unrivaled, I think you're going to struggle to be on the floor. So I think it's more than likely we see this being the Wings League. And from everything we've heard, my prediction of Ryan Howard being MVP, I'm sounding confident with that one. But we'll see tonight, honestly. We will see tonight. First game is going to be an interesting one because the one proper matchup for Stewie. Like, there's only one real player in this league that can match up to Breanna Stewart and it's Nafisa Collier, and they match up in the first round. And then the Rose playing against the Vinyl. It's going to be a very interesting one too because I think the Vinyl are going to be really good. I just have I think the Vinyl going to have a death lineup that are going to go and just blitz teams. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Shout out Kate Martin. Best of luck to her and the rest of the Laces team. And best of luck to all the players tonight. I will be watching live. I will be watch partying this Unrivaled live. Anyway, see you guys.